Welcome everybody, this is Cynthia Sampson and you're watching my Arab news channel. So today's latest news which we have come up today, that is from New York City, USA. The sad news which has made waves at the world level and has led to the deadly protest in the city because of the death of George Floyd. Some of you who are not aware of this news, let me give you the small briefing about this incident which took place on 25th of May. Yes, everybody. George Floyd was a 46-year-old man. He died on 25th of May. Why? Because a shopkeeper suspected him for counterfeiting the $20 bill. So the shopkeeper called the police. Four police officers, in fact, four Minneapolis police officers came, they arrested, they grabbed George Floyd, and the pressure was put on his back and neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. George Floyd he in fact shouted in pain that he could not breathe, but nobody listened to him, and finally he lost his life. When his body was unresponsive, the pressure was still there for 2 more minutes, and afterwards it was finally found that he has lost his life. Now many medical examiners came in order to find out the root cause of his death. So some said that the root cause of his death was asphyxiation. Yes, everybody, what is asphyxiation? Let me tell you, it is a medical condition in which when the pressure is put on a body, the supply of the blood, the supply of the oxygen is not reached to the brain. So some medical examiners told that the root cause of the death is what I have told you. Some told that the cause of the death is not any physical torture. He died because of the heart failure and other medical conditions. Now let me give you more details about the protests which took place. The authorities in New York City have imposed a curfew and ramped up police presence after violence and looting incidents were reported across the city amid widespread protests triggered by the custodial killing of African American George Floyd. People run out of the stores on Broadway with merchandise during a night of protest and vandalism over the death of George Floyd in New York City. People were seen breaking into stores and running away with merchandise from the shops. An Urban Outfitters store was looted by some protesters after they participated in a march against the death in Minneapolis police custody of George Floyd. People loot a store in New York during demonstrations over the death of George Floyd by a Minneapolis police officer. A person takes a picture of a broken storefront in New York. Police officers secure a store with a broken window in New York. People loot a store during demonstrations in New York. People loot a Best Buy electronics store in New York. People running with stolen merchandise from a New York Yankee store in New York. People run out of stores on Broadway with merchandise during a night of protest and vandalism over the death of George Floyd in New York City. People carry merchandise out of a store that was broken into in New York. An empty mobile shop is seen in Lower Manhattan. People break into an ATM during a rally in New York. A view shows a looted store in New York. So this was Cynthia Sampson. Keep watching my Arab news channel, and for those people who are interested in Hindi news from India can listen to the news from journalist Mr. Richard Sampson, who works for Mayan Arab News channel also. Till then, keep watching our channel. Like this, we will be coming up with some more news on this channel. Thank you so much.